Hello, dear children of class 7, and welcome to yet another online class of general knowledge. Dear children, today we are going to do the 12th lesson from your GK book, Futuristic Solar Gadgets. Now, keyword here, children, are two: futuristic and solar. Okay, futuristic means to be developed in future, means either they are not developed at the present, or they have been developed but they are just in the prototype phase. Prototype meaning they are just in the testing phase. In future only they will be fully useful. And another keyword, like I said, here is solar, related to sunlight. Means these gadgets, in the futuristic gadgets which we are going to talk about here today, when they will be developed, they will derive their energy fully from sunlight. Okay, children, already we have many solar gadgets in place. We have solar heater, we have solar cooker, we have many other gadgets that work totally on solar energy. Now, how they work on solar energy is that they use a very special kind of cell, a very special kind of cell which can trap and develop the solar energy and use it in a form of electricity, you can say. Okay, that particular cell is known as photovoltaic cell. You might have seen photovoltaic cells above the street lights in and around Jaigaon. These photovoltaic cells, they trap the solar energy, convert it into a form of electricity, and make the gadgets run with that. Now, children, solar energy is one of the most abundant and potential energy resource, especially for the future, because as you know, dear children, world today is totally dependent on fossil fuel. And when I say fossil fuel, I mean coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Natural gas. This coal, petroleum, and natural gas, they are known as fossil fuels. Now, why they are called fossil fuels is that they were formed due to the decomposition of plants and animals that got buried under the earth millions of years ago. You see, normally when we put something under the earth, it decays away, right? But these plants and animals, okay, millions of years ago, these plants and animals, when they got buried under the earth, the composition of the earth was not same as it is today. So instead of simply decaying away, they underwent a biochemical reaction and got converted into coal or petroleum or natural gas. After being tapped, after these energy resources were discovered and tapped into by human beings, from that moment till today, human beings' entire energy needs are being fulfilled by coal, petroleum, and natural gas only. Now, it's good for the moment, but it comes with two problems. Problem number one is that it is non renewable. Non renewable meaning once it finishes, once all the coal, petroleum, and natural gas has been tapped into, after that there will not be any more. It may not form again, or it may take millions and million years more for it to form. As human beings, we can't wait that long, right? Our technological advancements will come to a standstill. Not only that, dear children, second problem of fossil fuels is that they give out smoke, or in other words, they create air pollution, which has led to many diseases, especially respiratory, breathing related diseases. So in this regard, our great scientists, the great minds of our century, are already working day and night to develop such energy resources which will be eco-friendly, and most importantly which will be renewable, which will not finish quickly. In the line of that, the foremost, you can say, the foremost work that has been done in the field of solar energy, has been done in the field of solar energy. You see, dear children, there are other energies also, like wind energy, tidal energy, energy derived from running water, nuclear energy, right? But solar energy has been found to be safe to develop, conveniently cheap, and already a lot of breakthroughs and progresses have been made in the field of tapping the solar energy. So this is one of the potential energy resources for the future, and our respected scientists are working day and night to develop such gadgets, such machineries, such equipments which can replace the present equipments running on fossil fuels and work on same level as them at the same time. So in this regard, today we will be learning about few of the futuristic gadgets. Means either these gadgets will be a master stroke for the future, because they will be totally running on the solar energy. Remember, most of these gadgets, they have been developed, but they are only in the prototype phase. Means they have been developed, but yet lot of work is going on in order to make them useful for the present situation. Okay, so let's continue. Now in this regard, dear children, I'll do it in the form of name the following. I'll read the information on the gadget given, I'll explain them to you, and then I will answer the name the gadget. Okay, so let's continue with this. Let's start with number 1. It has inbuilt solar panels to provide enough power for a week after just 1 hour of charging. You see, this particular thing has enough solar panels. These solar panels, they can run for a week with just 1 hour of recharging. You leave it 1 hour in the sun, and the solar cells or the photovoltaic cells in them will gather enough energy to run for a whole week. It uses Bluetooth technology, so owners can unlock their bikes using a smartphone. It alerts the owner if their bike is under theft situation, and alerts the authorities if the owner gets into an accident. Now, best thing about this is it is used to lock the bike. It runs on Bluetooth, means using the Bluetooth, the owners can unlock their bike. Also, it alerts the owner if their bike is under theft. Means if someone tries to illegally tamper with the bike lock or tries to take possession of the bike illegally, okay, then it alerts the owner. Not only that, if owner gets into an accident, a sudden SOS message, help message, is sent to authorities. This particular gadget is known as solar powered bike lock. Solar powered bike lock. Okay, now number 2, this 3-wheeled bicycle car, okay, it's a bicycle car, has a 100-watt solar panel on its roof and an aluminum alloy frame. Its speed is about 32 km per hour, a very decent speed. It can move up to 24 km on solar charge, and even if its power is completely drained, you can always pedal it. Now you see, that's why it is called a bicycle car. First of all, it has its own solar panels, with the help of which, with one charge, you can move up to 24 km. And just in case the charge finishes, then it has a pedaling system with which you can pedal it and move ahead. This particular gadget is known as VII Velomobile. Velomobile, more like a Batmobile, you can say. Velomobile. Okay. Now, coming to number 3. This sports car has a rooftop panel. Now, dear children, one thing that does not endears the solar energy to most of the bike and car users is that it makes their bikes and cars slow. As you can see in the Velomobile, the top speed is only 32 km per hour. Not a great speed according to the speed enthusiasts, right? But scientists here have already made a breakthrough, and they have created a sports car which runs on solar energy. And when I say sports car, you can understand that it will have a very decent speed, and most importantly, it will have a great look to be on road, right? So let's see what about that. The sports car has a rooftop panel to store solar energy needed to run the car. It reduces air pollution and saves fossil fuels. It uses a special solar concentration lens that works like a magnifying glass to concentrate solar rays and divert to solar panel. Now, dear children, most of the sports cars, especially the high performance sports cars, their biggest problem is that they are not fuel efficient. They use lots of fuel. In fact, one of the sports car, if my information is correct, then one of the sports cars uses 5 liters of oil just to move 1 kilometer. 5 liters of oil just to move 1 kilometer. So you can have an idea that these sports cars are not fuel efficient. But in comparison to that, this particular sports car, it reduces the air pollution because it does not use fossil fuel in the first place, and it is very, very fuel efficient because it uses special concentration lens. This lens, when the solar energy hits them, they divert the solar energy to the solar panels on the roof, and by which the panels charge. It means even if you are moving on the road, at the same time you are moving and you are going through an open place, your vehicle will be charging up. This particular sports car is known as solar powered car. And children, regarding solar powered car, I would like to tell you that already a fully functioning model is in place in Japan. Japanese are already using a fully developed solar powered car model in Japan. Then number 4. This solar powered structure is the world's largest solar bridge. It is 281 meter long road bridge over River Thames. Its solar powers generate enough energy to lift the bridge whole night. You see, most of the bridges, right, especially the bridges which are built on river through which ships and big boats pass, they have a lifting system. Means when the ship is coming inbound, the bridge, they lift up, the ships pass through. You must have seen that on television. Now you can understand that this kind of things uses lot of electricity, right? Lot of electricity. But this particular bridge, 281 meter long road bridge, okay, which is on River Thames, it uses solar panels. The solar panels, they trap solar energy, they charge up, and once they are fully charged up, then with that energy only the bridge is lifted whenever the ships pass through. So you can understand that with the help of this particular system, the bridge reduces its dependency on electricity or any other power method because it uses solar power. And this particular bridge is named London's Blackfriars Bridge. London's Blackfriars Bridge. So today we learnt about how many futuristic gadgets: solar powered bike lock, velomobile, solar powered car, London's Blackfriar Bridge. So your work, dear children, is to note all this in your GK notebook. Thank you very much and stay safe.